Back here in the U.S. at this hour, Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts with a rare public pushback against President Trump. What he's saying about the president's call to impeach a federal judge blocking the Trump administration's deportation flights. And President Trump just moments ago reacting to the Chief Justice. Here's our senior political correspondent, Rachel Scott.
Tonight, the Supreme Court's Chief Justice John Roberts with a rare and extraordinary rebuke of President Trump. It came shortly after Trump attacked a federal judge who ordered 2 planes deporting more than 200 Venezuelan migrants to turn around and return to the United States. Judge James Boasberg said the administration had not provided enough information to explain why it was invoking an obscure law, the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, to deport the men with little to no due process. But the administration, which claims the men are violent gang members, did not follow the judge's order. On Truth Social, the president attacking Judge Boasberg as a troublemaker and agitator, saying, quote, "This judge, like many of the crooked judges I'm forced to appear before, should be impeached." Just hours later, Chief Justice Roberts releasing this statement, stating, quote, "For more than 2 centuries, it has been established that impeachment is not an appropriate response to disagreement concerning a judicial decision. The normal appellate review process exists for that purpose." Tonight, President Trump responding, saying Justice Roberts never mentioned him by name, though it was clear Roberts was responding to the president's statement.
Well, he didn't mention my name in the statement. I just saw it quickly. He didn't mention my name, but many people have called for his impeachment, the impeachment of this judge.
In the entire history of the United States, only 8 federal judges have been impeached and removed from office. And tonight, there are new questions about whether the administration openly defied Judge Boasberg's order when he told them to turn around those planes of more than 200 Venezuelan migrants bound for El Salvador. The judge in court saying any plane containing these folks that is going to take off or is in the air needs to be returned to the United States. This is something that you need to make sure is complied with immediately. But the planes did not turn around. They landed in El Salvador, and the men were transferred to a high-security prison. The president couldn't say if his team had violated the judge's order.
I don't know. You have to speak to the lawyers about that.
And tonight, the president challenged the judge's authority to halt the flights in the first place.
He actually said we shouldn't be able to take criminals, killers, murderers, horrible, the worst people, gang members, gang leaders, that we shouldn't be allowed to take them out of our country. Well, that's a presidential job. That's not for a local judge to be making that determination.
And that federal judge is still trying to get more information about those immigrants. The administration has not released their identities, but today they did reveal that some of the men that have been deported did not have criminal records here in the United States, saying they've only been in the country for a short period of time. And David, there is another breaking headline here from Washington. A different federal judge ruling that the efforts by Elon Musk and his team to dismantle the humanitarian agency USAID likely violated the Constitution in multiple ways. That judge ordering that team to stop making any further cuts to that agency, and a case that could make its way to the Supreme Court, David.
All right, Rachel Scott live at the White House for us tonight. Rachel, thank you. Meantime,